To Java Technocrafts. So in the last video, we have understood like why we need multi-threading. So we understood that thread is a unit of process which occupies small footprint of memory, and we can use them to run parallel processing, so that we can that time consumed to process any task would be reduced significantly. So in this video, we will try to understand how we can create threads. So basically, there are two ways in which we can create threads. So one is that we can extend the thread for your class, as well as we can implement runnable interface provided by Java to make it a thread runnable class. Okay, so why do we need two ways to create threads? So the basic reason is that Java allows only one class to be extendable, right? So if you want to extend another class, it won't allow. So it's only one parent that it is allowed. So in that case, if you have already any extended class, so you can implement runnable to make it a thread, right? So that is the basic reason. So here I have a small unit of small code which is extending thread, and every thread class should implement run. So this is the starting point for the thread. So whenever you want to invoke a thread, this is the run method, is the method at which the processing starts. Similarly for the runnable interface, where I have implemented the runnable, and here again we have the run method, so which is the starting point for the thread where we can implement the business logic. Okay, so let's see what is the advantage of having thread framework. So it really is a very lightweight process, right? So it's a unit of process, so it's very lightweight, and we can say that the smallest part of the process that allows a program to operate more efficiently by running multiple tasks simultaneously. So when we have the parallel processing, so automatically the time is reduced. That is where the advantage of having threads in place. So it is efficient by doing multiple things at the same time, and we can run the task in the background, such as fetching the data from database or sending a message. So all these task we can do it parallelly from in the background using threads. And threads share a common memory. As we have already discussed, we have whatever the RAM we have in the systems, the same RAM will be shared across the threads. How many number, even though you create 100 threads, so all the 100 threads will come under the umbrella of the process which is consuming the memory. So basically, let's run some code, which we have seen just now. So here I already have. Uh, let's erase this one. So here I am having a extended thread, which is extending the thread, and implement runnable class, implementing the runnable interface. As I already discussed, these two overrides the run method of the parent class. So here the runnable, to implement the runnable, we have to override the run method. So I have a run method wherein we are printing out something like thread extending, so that it is informing us that it is executed from this class, and implement runnable to say that it is executed from implement runnable class. So let's create some instances of these two classes and start it, so that the threads will start and execute this printable statements. So let's start with extended thread. I will mark it as t1. Let's start this. Okay, let's run this. So thread execute extending. So this is the thread extending. So it has a name called thread 0. So basically internally it allocates some name, thread 0, and the next thread 1, 2, 3. The sequence continues. So let's create some instance for implement runnable as well. So to run this one, basically you need to create one more class, thread class, because because we have to run any of the thread class using the thread class only, so that it has a monitor which can log the process which it is running. So let me explain it further. So I want, right, so I have to start the, let me start this. All right, so here you go. So basically it printed implement terminal saying that. So let's create one more. Let's remove this one and create one more, so that we can see how it is getting executed. So, and I have to create one more.